For years, we've been dreaming about building a platform that has the ability to consolidate various data sources. And over the past 18 months, we at AgriSA's have been doing a lot of due diligences in the agricultural sector. And very soon we realized that data is maintained at various standards, and oftentimes the same data point would be referred to as two separate things in different data sets. We essentially realized that if there's a way to uplift the standard in agricultural data, this could actually unlock it as a commodity for the farmer. And we started dreaming about how does commoditization of data look like, where data is maintained at a standard and in a format that is actually tradable, where there can be a monetary exchange in exchange for data. Essentially, if we are able to geotag all the data sets in agriculture that's available, and we can pin it down to a specific location, we've got access to soil data, terrain data, satellite imaging, and all the undisputable data sets regarding that geographic point. However, there's also subjective data sets, and that is the actual micro-localized data from the farm itself, production data, financial data, operational data. And on a macro level, AgriSA can use this data in order to influence policy and action. However, that data belongs to the farmer and not to its vendors or service providers, or even the tools that they use to collect that data. So now AgriSA would like to make it possible for the farmer to offset that data as a commodity and actually be compensated through financial incentive for it. So the platform that we have has only two components to keep it very simple. There's a data supplier. So anybody would be able to drop a data set or even stream a data set via application programmable interfaces or APIs. And on the other end, you've got consumers of data. That means if your neighboring farmer has some data that would be of interest for you, but you do not necessarily have the capital to spend on the equipment to gather such data, such as putting up weather stations or maybe buying a fancy John Deere case tractor, that means you will be able to leverage off your commercial farmer who's your neighbor and actually reap the benefits of the data that he's collected while maintaining the utmost security and standards of such data. We are able to see further into the future because we're standing on top of the giants that has created agriculture to the point where it is right now. So by no means are we taking credit for the speed that this platform is able to be rolled out, as we are really leveraging the tools that's already been developed in agriculture. We're looking at a beta phase launch in February 2025, and we're actually looking to make this platform publicly available by April 2025. We actually envisage a platform that's in the hands of every single farmer in South Africa, and in fact in the hands of every single user or interested party of agriculture in South Africa in their mother language and contextualized for their specific scenario. So that means when a farmer logs in from Limpopo, their dashboard would look different than a farmer in the Western Cape. We wouldn't refer to analytics as analytics, but rather as a report. And we would understand the unit economics that's applicable to that specific farmer. So if I can use the very famous Land per Weekblad as an example, not everybody reads through all the pages of the Land per Weekblad. Similarly, not everybody will read through all the data that's on our platform. We will contextualize it and page directly to the section that's applicable to that specific farmer. So we really envisage a platform that is driven by well-structured and well-architected data, and that is actually powered then by artificial intelligence with sufficient context to know exactly who it's interacting with and provide that data on point and on time in the right hands.